Hi, this is Attorney Shah Parali. I'm an immigration attorney in the Bay Area, California. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about the issue which is causing a big diplomatic mess, I should call it, between India and the United States regarding the arrest of Deputy Consul Devyani Khobragade, if I'm pronouncing the name right, and I wanted to kind of analyze it from an immigration perspective, not for her, but the person who actually put the complaint against her, who they are calling the maid, actually, quote unquote. So I was trying to analyze some of the possibilities of maybe a motivation why she would put a complaint. Of course, there are rooms for qualifying the deputy counsel that she has done something wrong, but there are more things added to that is kind of that actually needs some analysis. So I was looking at it from the perspective of the maid. Why would she do that? And looking at it not from the perspective she's being abused, but from the perspective what she gets out of it. So I went along and realized that since she came, according to all the news, on a visitor visa, probably the B1 visa, I think, and then from there she was basically she was underpaid. That's what is being claimed by the government, U.S. government. But now what happens to her? Well, first of all, as much as she's the poor maid, if we analyze it closely, she might not really be the poor maid now at this point. Of course, she's a victim and she will be benefiting for some benefits from the US. One of them, let's analyze it one by one. One of them is probably the U visa. The U visa is given to people who are victims of certain crimes. We don't know yet really what they will be charging the deputy counsel of, really. So at this point, I don't know the U visa will be applicable, but if in case it is one of those crimes that falls in the purview of the U visa, the maid will be getting a U visa, which allows her after a few months getting certified, probably to get a work permit, and ultimately getting a green card within 3 years. That's one of her options. The second option, of course, is the fact that it has caused so much problems now at this point that many Indians and the government is not very happy with her. So she can claim for what we call an asylum, fearing for persecution in her home country based on being a social group, namely a maid and someone who's now going to be targeted. And that's another claim that she can make as an asylee. And then also she can, of course, call on the government directly on an executive order to grant her basically a stay in the United States. And of course, the other options is kind of the extreme one, which is a T visa for those who are victims of human trafficking, because that can be claimed too. So there are many other options for her probably out there. So now the question is, of course, seeing all the options, is there any kind of motivation from her to put the complaint? And again, this just because I'm saying this doesn't mean she did something wrong. But I wanted to analyze it from the perspective of the maid, because everybody is looking at it from the perspective of the deputy counsel, which is personally, I think there is an we're overreacting on this fact by putting her in jail and treating her badly. But at the same time, of course, we have laws here. We have to obey the laws. But then the question is, how bad did the maid get it? And at this point, I think she will have good options, and ultimately I think she's going to get a green card in the US and probably a citizenship. So the question remains, what was the motivation behind her putting the complaint? Was there any was she truthfully being abused, which probably she was? But now, because she's been abused, she might benefit from a lot of protections from the US. Again, this is my opinion. My name is Shah Parali. I'm an immigration attorney in the Bay Area, California. My law firm, the Shah Parali Law Group, handles immigration law and also debt settlement. But everything I'm telling you today is purely my opinion, and it's for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at the office. 510-742-5887. Thank you.